Good morning. Unfortunately, it's going to get just a tiny bit worse before it gets better. That means today's going to be warming up just about a degree or two compared to yesterday for most spots. So that excessive heat warning back to covering our entire region all the way through Friday night. We had a couple of the beach communities and coastal spots that got out of the excessive heat warning for a minute, and now they're back under it. That's because even along the coast, it's going to be very warm today. The risk still very high for heat-related illnesses through the end of the week. Even though Friday is going to be a little cooler, still very hot and too hot to get out of it. 95 in downtown LA today. Inland Orange County, hot, back up to those triple digits, 102 degrees for the OC. And then the Inland Empire and Valleys at about 109. Hottest spots up to about 111 today. The beaches and mountains will be expecting some rain here by the weekend, so we'll let you know about those chances coming up here, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you very much. Let's take
Good morning. Another hot one today. We just feel like a broken record at this point. Temperatures are going to be, make sure you pack plenty of water, you drink plenty of water. It's going to be about 103 degrees there. Ontario, 108. Or very, very hot still through the end of the week, but we have some cooler temperatures and some rain in the forecast. We'll be talking about that coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you. LAU
gift cards. I use them immediately.
Love them. I don't have many of them, but I do have C's Candy gift cards that I haven't used, and I think that's, and maybe some Starbucks, but normally I use those things. I use those gift cards.
Quickly. Yeah.
I usually use them right away, too, because you don't want to forget about them.
Right.
But I also don't feel like I get as many gift cards anymore, too, so maybe that's why.
Right.
Interesting.
I need more gift cards, you guys.
Don't let that money go to waste. Inflation, guys. Come on. All right. Good morning. It's warm out there. 79 out into Ontario, 67. Big Bear still getting those cool overnight temperatures, so that's nice, at least for the overnights. And then as we head into the afternoon, it is going to warm up, but it's been pretty humid there as well, so it's not extremely dry, which is good, and hopefully that's going to help that firefight too. 80 degrees in Van Nuys. Our entire region now back under an excessive heat warning. We had it expire for some of our coastal areas. Back to it now, and that's because today is going to be a little hotter than yesterday, and we're going to stay hot all the way through the end of the week through Friday night. Then this finally expires, and we're not going to be talking about it really getting extended much more because we have some big changes in store by the weekend that we are very, very happy about. We're not cooling off just yet because this high pressure is still hanging around Nevada and Utah, and you got that movement around the high that's bringing in some of that moisture from the desert southwest, and that's keeping us humid a little bit in the overnight hours, and it's also bringing still just a very small chance to see a very isolated shower or thunderstorm. That will pick up as we head into this weekend, though, and you already see all this cloud coverage and some rainfall happening over Mexico right now, and that is because we have Hurricane K spinning off the coast there of Mexico, and it's going to track northward along the coast of Baja California until it finally gets closer to Southern California. By that time, it's going to be moving out to the west, but it's going to be close enough that we could see some rain here as a result of that. So here's what's going to happen. Track is still looking good to be getting some rain here as soon as late Friday night. This is looking at Friday night, and then even into Saturday. It looks like the big winner in terms of rain is going to be on Saturday. Weekend plans could be affected, so just a heads up, we may have some wet weather here on your Saturday. Not only talking about rain, we're talking about increased winds, the potential for thunderstorms, and maybe even some either localized flooding or flash flooding if you are under one of those thunderstorms. Nice cool down for your Saturday and Sunday, back to some 80s. Could see anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch of rain as of right now. Valleys this weekend still going to be very warm, but we're finally going to be back down to some mid-90s. It is going to be humid, though, so it's going to be feeling a little uncomfortable out there. Rip currents and some big waves, too. I think we will see some high surf advisories be issued as we get a little closer to the weekend. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, thank you. The time is going on.
And excessive heat warning still covering our entire region here, including the mountains and the beaches. Mountain communities today.
With meteorologist Brianna Ruffalo and for Leslie Lopez.
Yeah, good morning. We have a couple more days of this heat wave, and then it's going to get better here as we head into the weekend. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Today's going to be a little hotter than yesterday, and so our excessive heat warnings now cover our entire region again, which they did before, but a couple of our beaches actually got out of it because it got a little bit cooler there for Los Angeles County and for Ventura County. Now they're back under this excessive heat, and so everyone's going to be feeling the heat today, tomorrow. Friday, it's going to start to get a little bit better, and we have some chances of rain in the forecast, so that's going to be really nice to see. Downtown LA at 108 degrees. All right, we'll be talking about this potential for wet weather here heading into the weekend. That's coming up, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you very much. Let's get
And the heat wave continues on. We are talking about some more very, very hot temperatures today, but there's relief in sight and also some chances of rain. We'll let you know when that's going to happen. That's all coming up.
Hey, Brianna.
Yeah, good morning. I know it's always so interesting to hear about it, too, because we're so used to hearing about it in Monrovia. And then you hear about it in Simi Valley here and there. And, yeah, indoors, not good. It's better when we see them out in the pool. At least they're outside. Hey, good morning. So this is our Big Bear camera, and unfortunately, it's so rare to be seeing a couple different fires through multiple cameras of ours because both of them are capturing some of the fires. We saw them yesterday off Big Bear, and then our Riverside camera has been capturing the Hemet fire. So you can see this glow there just at the bottom right of your screen where you can see some flames lighting up a little bit. Otherwise, it's still very dark outside and you can't see much. Humidity levels are good. It's about 71%. So nice to be getting the humidity, cool temperatures overnight, warm in the afternoon. Riverside area, the Hemet area, different story, off to a warm start. And you see some of that smoke there. Riverside about 76 degrees, humidity in the 70s. Hemet a little bit different, humidity levels a little lower in the 50s. And temperature at about 79 degrees. It is going to be very hot this afternoon, so firefighters have another tough day today with the heat, and it's actually going to be about a degree or two warmer than yesterday. It's about 80 degrees, back to covering our entire region again. LA County, Ventura County coastline got out of it for just a minute, and now we're back under it. It's because today, tomorrow is going to be very warm, and then even Friday. This expires Friday night, and we do get a bit cooler Friday, just not enough to really be out of that heat wave. That's because that high pressure is still not really moving just yet, but it's going to by this weekend. And we have that movement around that high pressure that's bringing in some of that moisture here to Southern California. So we've been seeing some humidity levels up overnight and also a very small isolated chance to see a spotty shower or thunderstorm for the mountains and deserts the next few days, minimal. As we head into the weekend, different story. This is Hurricane K, and she's spinning off the coast of Mexico, and she's going to continue to move up north off the coast of Baja California. And then she's kind of going to veer west, and then it's going to be close enough, though, that we think we're going to get some showers here. And the track has been staying fairly similar here over the past couple days. So this is nice. Our chances are looking a little better as we head into as early as Friday night. We start to see some showers getting closer to the Los Angeles area and takes us into Saturday. So some wet weather expected on Saturday could impact your weekend plans. If you had any plans to be outdoors, you can expect to see some rain potentially. And as we head into Sunday, you may have some leftover showers there as well. My geez, finally cooler weather by the weekend. It's going to be humid down to some mid 80s, and we're probably really going to pick up on Friday. However, that's going to be just right close to when that rain's going to be coming in. So that's going to be nice. Saturday, Sunday, we have some relief over the weekend. Potential to see flash flooding for the mountains and deserts, though, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you. We have an
Brianna's in for Leslie Lopez. Let's check in with her. Hi, Brianna.
Yeah, good morning. I know, unfortunately, it's going to be another hot day for them today. Temperatures actually for most areas getting about a degree or two hotter than yesterday. So the excessive heat warnings covering all of Southern California again here for us. We had a couple of the coastal communities that were out of it for a minute. They got a little break, and now we're back to some warmer weather today, and it's covering our entire region through Friday night. Finally going to see some relief, but another tough day for those firefighters out there. The valleys and Inland Empire going to be getting up to about an average of 109 degrees. Hottest area is getting up to about 111. It's going to be another hot one for downtown LA at 95 degrees. Even for the OC, 102 degrees. Beaches, 85. That's going to be another hot one today. Temperature is getting just a couple degrees warmer than we were yesterday. So still under those excessive heat warnings for the Inland Empire. Long Beach getting up to about 96 degrees. It is going to be hot in Long Beach. Glendale even about 100. Our Riverside camera. This is a shot from our Big Bear camera. And now that the sun is up, you can see all the smoke that we're seeing from this fire. And you can kind of make out some of the flames there as well. So we were going to continue to keep an eye on this here as we head through the morning. Temperatures have cooled off overnight for Big Bear. Humidity levels have been up to in the 70s. So that's nice to see. A little bit different down into the Hemet area where it's off to a warm start with upper 70s. Humidity levels there, not as high as Big Bear, but in the 50s. So that's not too bad. And you can see all the smoke there as we overlook Hemet from our Riverside camera. It's about 76 out into Riverside. A little warmer in Hemet, though, at about 79 degrees. That goes for Beaumont as well. 75 in Temecula. Unfortunately, those firefighters dealing with the heat again today. We'll have a little bit of a breeze pick up again this afternoon. That's going to be the same. Tomorrow's pretty much going to be today on repeat. Finally, some changes on Friday that are going to be nice. Cooler weather back to covering all of us here in our region, and that is because the coastline is going to be very warm today as well. Long Beach going to be up into the mid to upper 90s today, and then other coastal areas in the mid to upper 80s. So we're staying hot. It's because of this high pressure that's still centered over the same place over Nevada and Utah. It is strong. It's bringing in some of that moisture too into Southern California. So our humidity levels have been decent, and then also still bringing a very small isolated chance to see a shower or a thunderstorm. Again, it is going to be minimal in very isolated areas if we see it the next couple days. That changes by the weekend, and that's because of Hurricane Kay. She is spinning off the coast of Mexico right now, and over the next couple days through the end of the week, she's going to continue to track upward and northward across the coast of Baja California, and then she's kind of going to veer west, but it's going to be close enough to us to potentially bring some showers here as early as late Friday night. So this is looking at the forecast here, and you can see by Friday night some shower activity getting closer to our region here and into Los Angeles. The southern area is going to see some rainfall first, so it looks like Orange County, some areas of the IE might get some of those shower activity by Friday night. And then as we head into Saturday, we're expecting some more showers, potential for thunderstorms, also some strong winds too before all of this. Friday afternoon, we're expecting to be fairly windy in some areas. It's going to be humid as well. Temperatures will be a little cooler for the heat. And by Saturday, temperatures drop to some mid-90s. Still going to be very warm. It's going to be humid. Of course, going to be weakening to a tropical depression by the time it even gets close to us. Also going to bring some very high surf, dangerous rip currents to the coastline. So I think we are going to see some high surf advisories get issued as well. All right, and as we head to break, here's a look at some more of today's high temperatures, sponsored by Disney Plus Day, streaming tomorrow.
And then you told him turn the air up.
Right.
Turn that air on.
Yeah, you do your part, and it's definitely harder to sleep too when it gets a little bit warmer in there. And I know it's so hot during the afternoon hours as well. Continues on. Just a few more days we have to get through those, so we're almost there. The excessive heat warnings will expire by Friday night, covering our entire area here, even the beaches, because the beaches have also been very warm. Downtown LA is going to be hot again today, 95 degrees. Triple digits for Orange County. It's going to be warmer there today, about 102 degrees. And then the valleys and the Inland Empire, an average of about 109. Hottest areas getting up to 111 today. The beaches and mountains in the mid 80s, and then the high desert at about 108 degrees. We do have some rain in the forecast, though, that we are tracking by this weekend, which will be so helpful for the firefight. So we'll let you know when and where we could be seeing some of that in just a little bit, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Brianna, thank you very much.
All right, it's going to be a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. So some areas, it's not going to be too much of a difference, but it is going to be up to about 110 to 111 today. Downtown LA, another hot one at 95 and about 102 for Inland Orange County. The beaches and mountains, warm in the mid 80s, about 108 for the high desert, and 107 degrees for the low desert. It's going to get cooler by the weekend. We also have some rain in the forecast too we'll be talking about. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you very much. That is the official command. Hey, Bear, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd rather respond to this call than maybe some other calls that they get. So maybe this was a nice little break for them. But yeah, my goodness, out into Steamy Valley. Wow. Good morning. I hope you guys have been staying cool as best you can out there. I know it has been so hot, but the end is near. Just a couple more days. Santa Monica right now, beautiful start. It's about 72 degrees. Beaches are going to be very warm again today. Back to the excessive heat warnings for the LA County beaches as well as Ventura. And as I take you out to Big Bear, you can see some water going onto some of the trees here. And you see all that smoke here from the fire that's burning up toward Big Bear. And it's about 50 degrees. It's still cool. Humidity levels are still up. That's nice in the low 70s. Different story down toward the fire in Hemet, where humidity levels are there, a little less in the 50s, but a warmer start with close to about 80 this morning. You can see that layer of smoke there. This is overlooking Hemet from our Riverside camera. So it's another warm start today as you're heading out the door. 80 in Friday night, even for the coastline, because it's going to be very warm or hot everywhere. That's because of this high pressure that we've been looking at and talking about here for quite a while, and really too long now. And that movement around the high that's moving into Southern California, it's bringing the humidity here, and also a very isolated, small chances to see an isolated shower or thunderstorm the next few days. That really picks up as early as late Friday. That is because of Hurricane Kay, and she's going to be moving on up the coast of Mexico, Baja California. And as she gets closer, she's kind of veer out to the west, but we are still going to get some remnants of that, which will be basically some showers, potential for thunderstorms, And also some strong gusty winds are expected to pick up on Friday as well. So this is what's going to happen here. And of course, we would be very, very concerned about these winds if we were not expecting some rain right behind it. So it looks like as early as Friday night, we could be seeing some of those showers reaching us here. And that will move into Saturday. And rain totals right now are looking pretty nice. Anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 an inch at the lower elevations, higher elevations between 1 inch to 2 inches of rain. And then as we head into Sunday, it kind of winds down a little bit. You may still get a couple little calmer weather heading into next week, which is going to be great after some wild weather and then the long-lasting heat wave. And temperatures will be a little closer to normal. It's going to be covering a tiny area if we do see it. And then heading into this weekend, it picks up. We could see some flash flooding even for the deserts and the mountain communities. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, thanks. We'll have more traffic problems to tell you about.